This is Sparta!
Okay, so welcome back. Del here again with another look at the Fanatec DD2 wheelbase and my settings in iRacing. So in the Fanatec forums, the suggestion is to have the strength set to 6. So you set the wheel force to 25 Newton meters and the strength to 6. So I spent a lot of time going backwards and forwards from 6 to 3 to 2 and backward, up and down. And I settled on a strength of 4. I just found that gave me a much better feeling through the car. The wheel still peaks out at about 14 or 15 Newton meters when you hit a bump or run over a ripple strip, which is, believe you me, is plenty strong. But what it does give me, having this down to 4 rather than 6, is when I'm going into a corner, especially something like the Parabolica at the end of Monza, that you really feel the wheel picking up what the grip of the tyres is doing. When I had it stronger, up at about 6, I found that I was spending a lot of time really fighting to keep the car turned, and although it was working well, I just found that dropping that strength back just made it feel a little bit more. The feeling was a bit richer. It just felt that you could sort of feel where the edge of the tyres were about to break. So I just think that going up too much higher, when you start pushing the strength up, you just start adding more and more resistance to the wheel, and you really start it really starts to make it just hard work. And if you're doing a long race, it's okay for a short, sort of 15-minute or maybe 20 lapper or what have you, but if you go into anything longer, by the time you get off and you've got higher strength than this, you're going to be pretty exhausted. So I just found this, for me, was a much more comfortable and felt more, I don't want to say realistic, because I've never driven a Ferrari GT3 around Monza, but it felt what I expect I would like it to feel like. I think that's the best way I can put it. So linear mode, strength of 4, 25 Newton meters on the wheel force, 0 dampening, 0 minimum force. I will also post in the link below, or in the comments below, I'll post what my actual wheel settings are. So what I've got is, just to tell you here, I've got the sense set at auto, so it's controlled by the software. I've got the force feedback is at 100, the shock vibration 100, the brake ABS I've set to 80, the force 100, the spring 100, the damper 100, the natural dampening is at 15, and the natural friction is at 003, and the I guess this is F.EFF.INT, fidelity, I would guess that is set at 90. So those settings so far have been amazing. Now, in my first video, I said that, I don't know how much of a bigger jump this is from a CSWV2 that I had, but after, I guess this is now day 3 with the Podium DD2, and to be perfectly honest with you, I'm really starting to understand how good this really is. The difference in how the responsiveness of the actual of the actual base itself, that's what really makes a difference, is that it's so responsive. Just if you're going, say, if you know the last chicane in Spa, that really tight right left before you come onto the start finish straight, it just seems to snap around there much better than what the belt drive system did. The feeling coming through the tyres, you can feel just about everything through the tyres. You really get a sense that the car is on the road so much more. When you're running over ripple strips and you're getting that kickback from the wheel and ripple strips, you really feel like it's going to unsettle the car, and you can make the adjustments. And I'm also finding things like when I start losing the car or the back end of the car, I can feel it so much better through the base, and it gives me a little bit of control. Like I said, so to this point, up to, I'd say, where I'm at day 3, at first I was thought, yeah, this is really great, but is it a difference? Now I'm really starting to see the difference, and I initially said I don't think the base is going to make me any quicker. I still stick by that to a degree, but I have found that I am starting to become more stable on the track, and the base being more responsive is allowing me to get a better line on the track. So consequently, I'm finding that my times are coming down slightly. I don't think it's going to be a revolution. I'm never going to be an alien. I always class myself as a mid-pack racer, but I just enjoying so much more that feeling coming through the base. So if you're on the fence about this as to which way to go, it depends. Again, it's a big investment, so it's completely up to you. But so far, I think for me, going from the CS V2, and mine was an upgraded V2. It had an upgraded motor put in it and a new PCB board. But this is what I thought was an incremental jump. I'm now starting to realise is actually quite a significant jump, and I am really enjoying it. So I hope that helps for now. I'm going to come back with another video on Project Cars 2, because that's a tricky one. Project Cars 2, currently at this point in time, I'm not quite getting the feeling out of it that I want, but I'm sure just a bit more tweaking and a bit more testing, I should be able to start picking up and starting to get a better response. Just to let you know, R-Factor 2 is absolutely sublime with this podium base. I'm blown away with R-Factor 2, but again, I'll do another video with R-Factor 2. Okay, thanks guys. Dell here signing off. Leave some comments, hit a like, subscribe please. They can get some subscribers. I can start getting more into this and doing more. So thank you very much, and thanks for the great feedback and comments.